Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24. Yard line.
Seahawk ball carrier. Ndamukong Suh on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him up.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
A gain of 40.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Greg Olsen. Touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Quick pass out to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
That's out to the left and complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson, flush to his right. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7. Buccaneers 0.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They run it with Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 12-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Seahawks.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. To throw is Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bruce Irvin. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run for it with Carson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it.
Wilson.
Touchdown Seahawks.
Olsen. Touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
He is good.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 6 there on 1st. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
You. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Go. I got him, man, He's mine.
Brady going to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
At the 47.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing again, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell. Passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Buccaneers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3-and-out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try the left side. Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there.
Carried by the fullback.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Seahawks 28, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, set. 53. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Kill. 72. Kill. Turn up. On 3. Motion.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
He was taken.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Wait, set. Wide, 80. 54. Hey, Alabama. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine. Mike 5.
From the gun, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got a man complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 92 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Seahawks.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Seahawks first down.
Flag 90. 19. Watch the run.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
They're running it.
They'll try the left side. Carson, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It's second and 7 from the 9. There's Wilson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
14. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he finds Gronk. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Let's go. Kill.
Fournette, a first down carry. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On play action, it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got you.
A handoff to Fournette. Fournette fighting through. Still, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the Bucs. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
DK Metcalf. A gain of 5.
On first down, Wilson.
First down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Carson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Brady tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Championships, baby.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
The tackle made by Bruce Irvin. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 24-yard line.
54
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, check it. 57 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 50 seconds.
Throwing now is Brady. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jared Reed, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Seahawks 9-yard line.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point up and good by Suckup as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.